But first of all, you already know why you clicked on the thumbnail. We got the 3 takeaways. 3 takeaways from this mini camp, and one of those takeaways is Deshaun Watson is mentally locked in. The old Watson between the ears and that swag is back, and I'm gonna tell you why that's gonna really set this season off. And I think Deshaun Watson, this is just the preview that Deshaun Watson is actually back. Let's take a look at some sights and sounds from OTAs following Deshaun Watson at minicamp and showing how he out there just being the leader, out there doing his thing.
Going in. You good? Yes, sir. Welcome back, Joel. Yes, sir. Let's go. Slam him out. Big dog.
I was wondering, white ball?
Yeah, that's what.
So when we go out, we're either going up or back. All right, either way. All right.
Cool. You want me to just start here, like here? Let's go. Minicamp, baby.
Honestly, if I'm more warmed up, I'm jumping higher.
Yeah.
So cold.
I really didn't even have to pin it that hard either. I could have just I want to spread it top open fast. And that
once I felt, what's his name, Grant, leave me alone.
Yeah. So I thought the other safety was coming. Yeah. And so, but he didn't even go. Yeah. And so I'm just like, I gotta can't eat the First day out. Q's on 3, 1, 2, 3.
And that footage was courtesy of the Cleveland Browns. Shout out to the Cleveland Browns, and that courtesy video of mini camps out there. A great look at what Deshaun Watson is out there doing. And one of the things that I see out there that I love for a fact is, you see how many handshakes he had? He had all kind of handshakes. What's Saeed? He had all kind of gang symbols. Football, they're not really gang affiliated, but you see what I'm saying. He had all the handshakes. You know what that tells me? That means he had to sit down and choreograph that with these people. That means he's one-on-one. That means it takes him time to sit there with David Njoku, takes some time with Zadarius Smith, takes some time with DeJuan Jones and get them handshakes down. And the fact that he remembered them, you may like, come on, bro, G-Bush, you sounding crazy. You just giving him this credit. And you sounding like a real homer right now. You giving him credit for learning handshakes? Nah, bro. Just in the scheme of things, he can learn all the handshakes he want. If he ain't playing good football, he gonna be up out of here. You see what I'm saying? But one of the things that we look at in the locker room is the quarterback is the leader. In the first few years, he wasn't doing no handshakes. He wasn't doing no celebrations. He was just trying to worry about how to handle the media, how to handle the scrutiny, and figuring out how to knock some of the rust off from not playing for 2 years. So when you see Deshaun Watson out there having hugs and dapping up and doing that type of stuff with his teammates, for y'all that ain't never really been in a locker room, you may think that that's something that's small, but for the people who play and understand what the dynamics is like in that locker room, you understand that that's a huge part of Deshaun Watson putting his mark on his football team. And so you're now starting to see that psychological burden be able to be lifted off of him. And like I said, I labeled this Deshaun Watson is locked in mentally. He's now in a place where he's back to being the leader. He's back to be understanding football. He's having fun again. He's out there moving around. He looks good. The shoulder looks good. He talked about in his podcast with Quincy Avery, talking about how he just looks good. He's going to take it one day at a time. The vibes are looking crazy. The headband is back there. He looking great, man. He out there looking like he's renewed his mind and is on a different playing field and is in a very good space, a very good headspace when it comes to the way he's feeling about football, his personal life, his public life, and his standing inside that locker room. A couple of days ago, we were on the Ultimate Cleveland Sports Show, and Mikey McNuggets pointed out some of these things. You can kind of see they go hand in hand when we talk about the situation because, he said, Mikey McNuggets says this about Deshaun Watson and why it's important for him to have certain comments showing confidence, and then it translates to the field because you could see him interacting with his players. This is a clip of Mikey McNuggets talking about the importance of confidence with Deshaun Watson.
The reason that quote wasn't a nothing to me, and I agree with what both of you guys just said.
Yeah.
We could talk about Deshaun, what I could say about Deshaun, what G could say about Deshaun, what you could say about Deshaun, what Colin Coward. None of that matters besides what Deshaun thinks of himself and how Deshaun views himself in the light of stacking up with other quarterbacks. And over this offseason and listening to his podcast, and Bull, I know you don't necessarily listen, but hearing him talk about his game and his expectations for himself and what he knows he needs to do this season, and hearing him come out and just saying, hey, I know I'm good, that's why they're talking about me, and just hearing him put that in there, I'm getting the sense that, and maybe this is blind optimism too, I am fully aware maybe this is blind optimism, I'm getting the sense that maybe he's feeling more confident in himself as he continues to progress through his rehab sessions. He threw 7-on-7s yesterday for the first time as he gets himself ready for the season. And for your quarterback, and there's levels of confident to cocky to over, and there's a whole spectrum here. And I'm not saying Deshaun is on any point of spectrum. I have no idea where he's at yet. But if your quarterback's shy and timid, I don't think it ever truly works out to the level
was he
you
shy
need
and
to be.
timid last year in the
Yes.
preseason?
I do think he kind of was. And
Really?
maybe not as shy and timid as, like, it'll never work out shy and timid, but he just feels more confident in himself. And hearing him say that and being comfortable enough in front of the Cleveland media now to kind of say, hey, I know I'm good and I don't care what they think because maybe I am looking too far into that, G, and tell it wrong, but I get the sense that he feels more confident in himself as he continues to rehab and progress getting towards the season. And that's really the first step in him getting his mentals back to where it needs to be the quarterback we know he can be because we saw it in Houston.
And I totally agree with Mikey McNuggets. Very astute for you to understand that. And it's about time that we start talking about the ops. It's cool to be down the middle, and it's cool to be, point out some of the flaws that people have. But it comes a point in time that you're going to have to pick a side. And I know it's a lot of people that's out there doing that. You're going to have to choose a side. You can't, it's a lot of fans that's going to have to understand and say, okay, he got to play better. Deshaun Watson got to be play better. But all of this nonsense about, oh man, just, all these comments about, the contract and, he's not going to be doing that. And this is a make or break year for him. Listen, shut up. And sometimes I just be wanting people to shut up and be like, listen, is you going to talk about the game or not? Or are you going to gossip? Are we going to talk about what's on the field or are we going to gossip? Do you want the Cleveland Browns to win or you like the Steelers? It's time for us to put a line in the sand. Either you with us or you not riding with us. At the end of the day, you're supposed to be behind whoever taking that snap behind center. And for me, that's one of the things I've been really passionate about is communicating and publicly telling Deshaun Watson, listen, bro, if there's detractors, screw them. Do you understand that you got a great opportunity to go out here and lead this team to something special, and all the dudes that's sitting around that don't think you're gonna be nobody or ain't gonna be about nothing, listen, that's cool. Let them hate and talk and do whatever they're gonna do, throw rocks at the sun if they want to. But the reality of it is, you still gonna be the quarterback. And if you're gonna lose and you're gonna go down with being confident in what you can do and your abilities, being vocal, because the only people that matters if they believe in you is in the locker room. At the end of the day, it don't matter what me, Bull, McNuggets, Earl, none of them, nobody, anybody, Mary Kay, Daryl Ryder, it don't matter what none of us think. It matters that those people in the locker room feel like if you get the ball last, you can go score. The people in the locker room feel like you putting their work in. The people in the locker room feel like you holding people to the same standard that you are, which is the highest and high to try to get us to where we need to be going. The rest of the stuff, kick rocks. If you don't like my cockiness, so what? If you don't like I got Maybachs and I got cars on Instagram, so what? That sound like a personal problem. He's flaunting his wealth. Shut up. Y'all corny. Somebody need to, like at the end of the day, like somebody need to be tapping these grown men that be emotional. How are you that emotional? He's flaunting his wealth. He's flaunting it. Bro, if you had it, you'd be doing it too. Bro, live your life, man. But right now, Deshaun Watson looks like he done blocked all the haters out. He looked like he's playing fast. He looked like he's playing and enjoying the game. And that's the first step into us getting where we need to be. Because I'm telling you what, I already told you I'm going to be petty. When he throw for 4,500 and when we looking around, I'm going to be the first one to tell everybody on the panel, remember what I told you? Remember how y'all was hedging your bet? Is you the ops or no? Is you in the circle or no? You better, hey, y'all better pick a side. It's time to pick sides out here. Season coming around. All of that other little stuff about trying to be fair and to be honest, he could play better. This would make or break. No. This about to be hot. The season coming around. 2 days is here. You better pick a side. Go root for them Pittsburgh Steelers over there. You want the Bengals to win? Well, we know some people who like the Bengals to win, don't we? See, that's why you can't get G. Bush. You shouldn't have said that. You shouldn't have said that. I was just joking, kind of, but not really.